is there something to worry about with medicines? That is, might some of them have side effects? Do we need safety testing? I mean, and we're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein. So, yeah, I think maybe we should have a safety system. Well, actually, of all the categories, the one that has gone better than I would have expected 5 years ago is this work to make what's called artificial meat.
All right. Is it healthier for you or just healthier for the atmosphere?
It's slightly healthier for you in terms of less cholesterol.
I want to ask you one honest question. Do ordinary people really get to decide what happens to them? Or are powerful people deciding for us? Think about that for a second. I'm asking this with real frustration. I'm sure by the end of this video you'll understand why. Let's talk about Bill Gates. He has positioned himself as one of the biggest figures involved in global health, vaccines, population issues, food systems, climate. He presents himself as someone trying to help humanity, especially children. But the real question is he really helping? First, listen to this.
By the end of the decade, we'll have 5 or more vaccines available to all the children of the world. And finally, by the end of this decade, every country can have a delivery system to make sure that those vaccines are getting out to every single child. And that will allow us to move on to other very, very ambitious goals.
That sounds amazing, right? He used all decorated words to make himself sound like a savior. Saving children, expanding healthcare, making sure every child gets vaccines. Now listen to this.
One issue that really grabbed me as urgent were issues related to population. We see a lot of things that are going very well, things like reducing childhood death and First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Did you catch that? Lower the population by 10 to 15%. Let's continue.
The problem is that the population is growing the fastest where people are less able to deal with it. So it's in the very poorest places that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. And so their ability to feed, educate, provide jobs, stability, protect the environment in those locations mean they're faced with an almost impossible problem.
Who are you to decide that humanity needs to be reduced? You are not God. God created this world vast and capable. People die naturally every day. Accidents happen. Life has its own balance. If children are born, then they are born with purpose. So when I hear powerful billionaires talking about lowering population numbers as a goal, that disturbs me deeply, because history has shown us what happens when elites start believing they know what's best for everyone else. And here's what scares me the most. We didn't vote for them to run global health systems. We didn't vote for them to redesign our food. We didn't consent to being part of their social experiments. Yet their influence reaches governments, institutions, corporations, and international organizations. It feels like ordinary people have no voice. And that's the heart of this video. Do we really have a say about our lives? Or are decisions already being made for us in boardrooms we will never enter? For me personally, I cannot blindly trust people who speak about reducing population percentages like they're adjusting numbers on a spreadsheet. Human beings are not statistics. Children are not carbon units. Life is not a cost-benefit analysis. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you see it differently. But I want you to think critically. Don't just react emotionally. Think deeply. Because if powerful individuals can influence medicine, reproduction, food systems, and global policy, then the question isn't crazy. The question is necessary. Who is really in control? And do we have a say?